This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Joseph Goodall here at the Team Barry Gym in Las Vegas. Joe, first and foremost, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Ready for another training session after this. So,
I was going to say, it's a good thing I've got you now and not afterwards, otherwise you'll be a little tired, I'd imagine. Let's just start off with kind of a big heavyweight fight taking place this weekend. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. What do you make of this trilogy bout?
Yeah, it's a big fight, that's for sure. You know, in the big lights of Las Vegas. You can't count any of these guys out. Like, it's heavyweight boxing, anything can happen. But Fury got it last time in a pretty dominant performance, and I think it'd be hard to come back from that. But I think Wilder's going about it the right way. Like, he's hired a new coach. He's doing things a bit differently. So yeah, anything can happen. But I think I'd favour Fury. But
do you have a prediction for the fight?
I'd favour Fury. I think it'll happen similar to last time, but you never know. This is heavyweight boxing again. You never know.
Obviously, since you've teamed up with Kevin, you've had Tyson here, you've had Jared Anderson amongst other heavyweights knocking about as well. For yourself, at such an early stage of your career, how great has that experience been?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. You can't get that type of sparring in Australia. That's simple. Vegas is like the mecca of boxing, so I expected this when I came here. I was prepared for it. I've been training hard with Kevin, working on a lot of different things. My jab, punching with balance, mixing up my lead patterns, throwing offbeat combinations. So, implementing that in sparring is another thing, but that's been a challenge, and it's been good. I've been enjoying it here in Vegas.
Touch on some of the sparring experiences you have had and some of the names you have shared the ring with.
Yeah, Joe Joyce, Effie Ajagba, Jared Anderson sparred here. There's a few more I can't rattle off the top of my head, but yeah.
Some great experience, like I say. Effie Ajagba has his own fight this weekend with Frank Sanchez. What do you make of that?
Yeah, that's another big fight on the undercard there of Tyson Fury. I haven't seen much of Frank Sanchez, to be honest. I know Effie's he's a very, very capable character, big knockouts in the heavyweights. So I sparred him here a couple of times, and he's pretty solid. So I'll have to go with Effie, but I haven't seen much of Frank.
Talks about what's going on with yourself and with regards to your next outing and your plans moving forward. Joe, what have you got lined up?
I plan to fight back in Australia on November 17th, so I got an opportunity there. That's on the Timzoo undercard, so hopefully get a W there and come back to Vegas and move forward.
I've seen there's been a little bit of kind of a banter effectively between yourself and Justice Hooney, another Australian heavyweight. Do you think that's a fight which could take place at some point?
Yeah, for sure. I think Justice has done really well. He missed out in the Olympics, but he's been doing everything well in his career in the pros and all that. I think we're probably on a collision course, and that's a fight I'd gladly welcome. There's a few other heavyweights too in Australia who would love to fight as well. Demsey McKean, one of them. Lucas Browne, no problem.
A couple of names to touch on there. Just start with Demsey McKean. Talk to me about him and kind of again, I've seen your names being linked together.
Yeah, well, I kind of called him out because he just got to the UK and then started calling out Parker. So I figured, Parker's a former world champion, so you can't just arrive newly on the scene and start calling out world champions. Hey, you need a tune-up fight to fight a world champion. That's what he's saying. I'd be a perfect tune-up fight, and we're both Aussie. Let's get it on.
You mentioned Lucas Browne as well. He actually has a fight coming up with Alan Babic. It's not one which has necessarily gone down very well. A lot of people expect Alan Babic to be very dominant in that fight and to get an early stoppage win. But what's your take on it?
So what was that fight?
Lucas Browne versus Alan Babic.
Okay, yep. I haven't seen much of Alan Babic, but yeah, I think he's pretty solid. He's been, I know he's been training in Portugal with Dylan Wade. So, you know, with that type of preparation, you know, I think it would be a winning preparation. Lucas is kind of, you know, he's had a couple of losses in the UK, and yeah, I just feel like that'll be a winning preparation for Babic.
Right, Joe, we will leave that there and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate your time as always, and I hope you enjoy your training session. Thank you for speaking to me and Boxing Social.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Boxing Social.
Thank you, Joe.